All right, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are about to get started. Just having some audio issues, and we'll get going as soon as possible, but hang tight. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. We are now live with the TECWC Score Attack 2024 champion. I'm Austin. So, yes, we are getting started. We have a super stacked top four today. Let's take a look at the bracket here, actually, before we get into our spiel. But we have Superschocky, our back-to-back trifecta champion and Score Attack champion, versus Yoshi up first. We'll have Zen SS versus Foox, and we'll get back to this in just a moment. Real quick before we start... Oh, here, one moment. Okay, so yes, real quick before we start. Yes. Let me do our spiel for our sponsors here. So, big thank you to AppMex for the Tetris coins, and you'll see some Tetris coins throughout the event today. The cursed coin may return. We are going to have a Tetris Forever showcase coming up here just after the intermission. If you'd like to enter a giveaway for a copy of Tetris Forever, be sure to type Forever in the chat for your chance to win. And yeah, also big thanks to Hyperkin for sponsoring our event and providing prizes for the players. Here's a look at their watch bands, cases, and their controllers here. And yeah, we'll discuss this a little more moving forward. But let me introduce my commentators here. Commando and Kronos, how are you doing today?
For more Score Attack, you know, my favorite mode to watch because it's so intense, very hype at the ends and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, a mode that I think doesn't get as much praise as it should. A lot of people, I think tonight I think is going to be a good example of why you should follow and play Score Attack. This mode is, I think, the most underrated because, you know, the zone battle, of course, being the sort of guideline Tetris versus that we're all familiar with, in classic Score Attack being, of course, classic Tetris.
Yeah, and Score Attack definitely has a lot of interesting mechanics behind it, like all the speed ups, like the constant like level changes of reaching like the high levels of 34 even, which is absurdly difficult. It reminds me of a lot of like the old classic Tetris where just reaching kill screen for all of those, and yeah, it's really wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. Today we've been having our brackets running. Lots of entrants, lots of participants, lots of good matches in the Masters bracket. But as you can see here, we are now down to the final four. On the left side, we have Shocky, of course, as Austin mentioned, our back-to-back trifecta and Score Attack champion, coming in, just finishing from the second time slot bracket, with Foox being the runner-up, beating that losers bracket gauntlet. And there's also Zen and Yoshi on, who were participating in time slot 1, both on the western side.
Yeah, and
both
Zin
on
came
the
up.
eastern side, sorry.
Yeah, and Zin came out on top of that bracket. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe last year wasn't Zin runner-up as well. I believe. I'm pretty sure
Something along those lines.
Zin is pretty high up there.
We see Shocky, we see Zin, we see Ferox. These three are very familiar with the score attack game. We've seen them quite a bit in the previous TECWCs. And we've also seen a lot of Yoshi as well. In fact, Superschocky and Yoshi working together on Team OSW, as we saw last night in the 3v3 showcases.
Oh, so it's going to be a team infighting match. Oh no.
We'll see how the teams. We'll see how Team OSW sticks together after this first matchup.
Probably the winner gets bragging rights for whoever gets to be the boss. Unless, well, I mean, it's OSW.
Yeah, the answer is OSW. It doesn't matter who wins here.
But
it's
I mean,
for
the later team matchups, they have the 1v1 modes. Maybe that would be a thing as well.
They'll just start a slap fight to determine at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, following these players, it's like Shocky has become like even more and more consistent in the score attack game. But we've also seen a lot of improvement from all the other players that are contending for this score attack champion title.
Yeah, I believe ever since like the last few years, players just kept getting better and better at score attack, with the scores like going up tremendously over the past few years. So I can't wait to see what it'll be like for this first game. Let's go.
Yeah, and looks like Shocky's going to be starting at the level 20. Yoshi giving the thumbs up in agreement, and they are off.
Yeah, so you'll notice both players just getting ready to set up their ST stacks. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice and clean. Going with a very slow pace. Yoshi using the piece lock delay to kind of like make some adjustments and think about the next move to make.
Yeah, it's very, very common in this high level. You'll see a lot of players tend to take their time, since time pressure isn't as big of a thing in this game, although you can push the speed if you feel like you can. I know some players have done it as a strategy.
Yes.
So we'll see how it works, but yeah, right now both players just calmly ST stacking. Very nice, clean, and efficient.
Yeah. For those who are a little out of the loop on guideline Tetris, what you're seeing here is a method of stacking known as ST stacking. ST referring to the shape of the piece. The shape of the piece on the right-hand side, in this case, is Z, but we're not going to get into that. And of course, the T piece, which is used to make a T-spin double. If you're unfamiliar with guideline scoring, T-spin doubles actually score a little bit more than Tetris's, and the mechanic of a back-to-back... Oh, there are cameras. But the mechanic known as back-to-back line clears also adds an additional multiplier on top of that. So as a result, ST stacking is a consistent way to kind of keep that score bonus going.
Yeah, since it is the most efficient, every player, I believe, goes for this kind of stack. I believe, though, like, Infinite TST Tower would probably be the most efficient, but it's impossible to set up in, like, this high of gravity. So maybe one day when players, like, just become gods, I don't know, we might potentially see that, but yeah, so right now, ST stacking is the tried true method, and yeah, just keep it going.
Yeah, may seem a little slow paced here, but I'd say it does feel a little bit like how the start of, a classic Tetris match will go. It'll start off, like the players will kind of be familiar with the level 18 speeds in there. And then once you hit the level transition after clearing enough lines, it'll be a little more intense and you'll have to start thinking a bit more on the fly.
Yeah, as we can see right now, Shocky currently has the pace ahead of Yoshi, around 30-ish lines ahead, which is pretty solid, like pretty fast pace that he's playing. And still, both players haven't dropped the ST stack, so they're both on the same pace efficiency-wise, although Shocky is ahead in the piece count.
Yeah, a lot of the guideline players will know that Shocky is very consistent and very fast with the ST stacking, to the point where he has written a guide on like how to do it. If you're trying to pick up sword
every player now uses that guide for ST stacking, so big shoutouts to Shocky for that.
There are a lot of people who have like started to go a bit in defiance of that guide because it's just starting to like because people are starting to find a little more strategy to it. Shocky's guide is a lot more methodical, but I think you'll definitely see more, you'll see a bit more improv in the ST stack when you see Zin or Ferox play.
Yeah, and right now both players still maintaining like consistent ST stacking here. I don't think either of them have dropped yet. So right now they're already increasing in the speed levels, so Shocky already at level 25. So once we get to these higher levels, we'll see just how long they can keep this ST stack.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Shocky is at 2.2 million points almost, which is absurd at this rate, like this pace.
You can see at this higher speed, Shocky's starting to improvise a bit more. I know the guide will mention that you should make the left side of the T-spin overhang with two sets of pieces, but here you can see he's just making it out of S's and O's. It's like the speed is starting to ramp up, and Yoshi having to clear a single there, breaking the back-to-back.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shocky finally breaks his ST stack at level 28 with 2.6 million points. That is an absurd metric. Oh, Shocky.
And Shocky's doing a lot of misdropping here towards the top. Gonna have to start down stacking normally.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, level 28 is about his limit.
Yeah, and I believe level 28 is around where we get to the master mode speeds, which is absurd.
The TGM2 death mode.
Yeah, and that I piece is going to top him out, but still 2.7 million points. He hasn't dropped a single ST until level 28. That is
he is
absurd.
Scarily consistent with it. And
So
now it's time for
a chase down.
Yeah.
So let's see if Yoshi can catch up. There's not a lot of pieces that he has to get to that, but he's still maintaining the
this is actually
ST
pretty
stack.
good ST. I'm surprised he managed to recover from that mishap. Though this eyepiece is a little awkward, and that's gonna break the ST stack. But
it's close.
Okay,
only 100 or less than 100k points to go.
80,000 points. It has a minute to do it, but that's level 29. That's gonna be very dangerous. Just needs a few line clears. Needs to get that down stack.
It'd be 6.
Things are looking close. Ooh. Is that speed too much? Getting a few extra lines,
close.
but no. Getting closing
that
that
was
gap down to 47,000.
Yeah, like literally, I think 1 or 2 T-spins short at that high of a level. So it was such a close match there. Ooh boy, down to the wire.
Down to the wire, but I mean, that's only the first round. We still got at least 2 more. And look at this. Scores right off the bat, pretty much even.
Yep, back to the standard ST stacks. Yeah, and that was very impressive by Yoshi there. Definitely the underdog in this matchup. Especially taking someone like Shocky down to the wire like that is always super impressive to see. So,
yeah.
Let's see if he can bring it for round 2 here. And once again, Shocky at a pace advantage, just ST stacking very quickly now.
Yeah, starting at level 20. It's a little bit scary, especially when the lock delay shortens and you have less time to like slide your piece somewhere.
Yeah, and I believe competitors are allowed to choose speed levels 20, 15, and 10, I believe. I'm not sure if they can choose 10. But I believe 10 is like one of the most efficient.
10, I know I believe starting from 10 allows you to get the most amount of points. So when people are trying to do like extremely high scores in score attack, they'll go for a level 10 start. But for this tournament, I believe these players are only allowed to start at 15, which we have seen. If I remember correctly, I think Foox at some point sort of did a bit of a counter pick and started at, I believe, level 17.
Ooh.
Which I think was enough to throw off some people.
Yeah, that does sound... It is a pretty sound strategy because... what is it? So, I do know in certain matchups, for instance, like, if you start at a lower speed, you can push the pace a lot more and force your opponent to match it, so they keep... like, they need to keep pace with you. So, yeah.
Yoshi having to break back-to-back there, unfortunately.
Yeah, just not getting the eye pieces properly in time, and now has to downstack this a bit, or find the pieces to maintain this ST stack a little bit.
Yeah, but that's going to allow Shocky to get a lead pretty quickly here as he transitions over to level 21. And Yoshi... Yoshi is still about 30 lines away from the level transition.
Yeah, Shocky definitely pushing pace here. And still maintaining that 100% efficiency of the ST stack. Why he's the champion for a reason. Oh boy.
Yeah, you can see those skills he's developed. You can see why he wrote the book on it. It's a yeah. Yoshi managing to get managing to get back to that ST stack. It's a little weird still with those with it being a little offset, but yeah, it's gonna break back to back.
Yeah, and breaking back to back is pretty major in score attack, since just the back to back efficiency means so much. Shocky is still building so high. It's always so scary to watch. But
yeah,
he's so good. He's so good at just
like there's like Shocky knows what he's doing, but like from our perspective, it doesn't really seem like that, and it feels like he's about to top out any moment. But I think he's gonna be. Oh my goodness!
Especially at speed level 26 right here. Finally has to
I missed dropping that S. But like still has a few more T-spins left to continue this.
Yeah, he might just build on top of that.
Yeah, looks like that's the case. Has a T-spin single still, so technically still has back-to-back. And we'll be able to continue it here. Oh, look at that! He's just built right on top of it, actually. He's just completely ignoring that stack on the bottom.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. Maintains back-to-back even though it is very scary. Oh, needs to IRS this piece. Oh, wow.
That's a bit. That was a bit much, Shocky. I feel like.
Oh boy.
Okay, and yeah, level 29 now has to fully break ST and is just trying to stack for his life now.
Yeah, 2.76 million.
Ooh, and that ZP's not kind.
But yeah, that
But now
score
here's
is
a 2-minute chase
absurd.
down.
So Yoshi needs to somehow get almost a million score in the last 40 lines or so, unless he's able to play past these impossibly difficult speeds, which might be too tough of a task here. Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot on the line here for Yoshi, but if he can maintain this ST stack for a little bit longer, having to put a T
waste.
over there.
It's not optimal. And uses
it's not
his second
optimal, but at a certain point you have to do it.
Parity.
Breaks. Oh, unfortunately, breaking back to back there. Those two Minos at the bottom, filling in that that part of the well is not great here.
Yeah,
and missed drop.
This is not a good spot.
Yeah, this is not the greatest situation to be in. Has a minute left, 485k
slide
left.
in a very nice piece for a Tetris. Tries to go for the Kaidan, but missed it because of the high gravity.
Yeah, the gravity's a little too much to bear here. Trying to go for Tetrises just to like maintain that back-to-back. Things are looking a bit tense here. Ooh, save the T-spin double.
Level 29 T-spin.
Those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speed level 29 just completely ruined Yoshi that last part.
Yeah, and Shocky with a dominating victory there in game 2. Just 2.7 million to 2.3. It's an absurd scoreline difference, especially at this high of a level.
Ooh. Yeah, Yoshi's struggling to get that opener going, but...
And look at Shocky, he's just chilling.
And Shocky already off to the races.
Yeah, he's locked in right now. You can see it on his face.
Yeah, complete and total focus. Okay.
Yeah, and Shocky just this is
Well,
if you want to learn how to ST stack, just literally watch what Shocky's doing. And that's literally all you have to do. You have to just copy his like setup. You can see how beautiful.
Also, and if you need more of an explanation, like we said, he has a guide. He'll probably share it after this match is done. But like nothing but complete focus. The tension in the air is palpable.
Yeah, and it is match point for Shocky, so Yoshi does need to take a victory here in order to have a chance to come back.
Yeah, the reverse sweep is necessary, and that's a tall order. It's not impossible though. We have seen how good, how close Yoshi has gotten at certain times. There is a focus, there is a method here.
Yeah, and I believe that Shocky hasn't even lost a single game in the brackets that he went through. So, undefeated all the way up to this point.
Going through undefeated. That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not really true. Hold on, I need to look at the bracket.
Yeah, I think he swept everyone, even Ferox, who is on the other side of the bracket.
I just remember there was a bit of... I think Shocky had a bit of beef with Ferox because of that weird level 17 start.
Yeah.
But I guess that wasn't enough to throw him off. Yeah, no, just a clean sweep throughout. Yeah. Someone needs to stop him, and the first line of defense is Yoshi here. His own teammate. Ooh, these pieces are looking a little dicey for Yoshi.
Yeah, it's not the most optimal setup here. It's trying to think about how to get back.
Yeah,
An
okay.
important
Managed
part-
to work it out.
Yeah, an important part for ST stacking is the reset, which happens. I'm not sure the exact number of lines in, but after so many lines, you need to place your T pieces on the left side, which normally you don't want to waste any T pieces. And you'll need to put 2 T's on the left side in order to maintain parity. And that's a very crucial part. And it's probably the most difficult part of ST stacking.
Yeah. And it looks like Light Rod shared the guide, so if you need a quick and maybe more thorough explanation on the reset, I know Shocky covers it in that as well. And speaking of resets,
Yoshi putting the 2
Yoshi
T pieces.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why you'll see players just using those T pieces.
Yeah,
on
this
the
is kind of
side.
scary though for Yoshi. Very
Yoshi using a lot of Z
late.
pieces over on the left side. That's gonna make things.
And that
Ooh!
lock is very bad.
It's not good. Oh,
Needs to break back to back with that.
oh, that's extremely rough.
Yeah, just a very bad timing of the pieces that came down, and now he has to break back to back. And meanwhile, Shocky's still maintaining perfect ST stacking. So
Yeah, it definitely. Ooh,
no, and that's
okay.
my gosh, the IRS there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that is
Oh,
very scary. Okay.
things are looking a bit dire here. There's now a 1 million point difference between Shocky and Yoshi.
Yeah, and
Oh, you hate to see them break. Yeah, you hate to see them break ST stacks before the level transition.
yeah, it is very difficult. So yeah. And now Shocky still maintaining perfect ST stacking, level 28. This is probably his highest score this match.
Yeah, he's like a
2.8
machine.
million into level 29. Full perfect ST stacking into level 29.
That's
Now
he's
like,
really
oh my gosh.
surpassing limits here.
Can we see a 3 million? I don't think so.
It's
but
it's extreme. I think if so, it's gonna take a lot. And made it to level 30, but
yeah,
just shy of 2.9 million. We're seeing Yoshi currently doing the down stacking over 1 million points behind, but
yeah, it would be really great to see like the current records, for instance, for ST stacking or the score attack scores on each level. I think I'm not sure if 3 million has been reached.
oh my goodness, look at these donations that Yoshi was setting up some crazy T-spin doubles there to just maintain that.
Yeah,
To
this
just
is
get a little bit of extra, and I mean,
pure
every little bit
freestyle.
helps.
I love to
Yeah.
see pure freestyle stacking. It is
Yeah, it's gonna be
my
really
favorite
hard
thing to
as
see.
Yoshi approaches level 29, though. Yep, one line away from the transition, and yep, the pieces are gonna get ridiculously fast here.
Yeah, and
And that's gonna
2.1
be
million
it.
is just not enough. Shocky just dominating this matchup. With, like, I think his first game was 2.6. I think
Yeah,
he
that
got
first
2.7,
game was so
and then
close.
now he's at 2.89. So it's like he's just getting better. Like each match,
Yeah.
he's just getting stronger.
Yeah,
and
no,
stronger.
it's just like,
Oh no.
yeah. Usually you'll see players suffer a little bit of fatigue, like they'll start to like get a little worse and worse as time passes. Shocky's doing the exact opposite of that, and
Yeah, it's mind blowing.
yeah,
So,
it's crazy.
Congrats to Shocky for now advancing to the grand finals, and big shoutouts to Yoshi. Very strong performance against the GOAT, the GOAT of score attack. Oh boy.
Yeah, but Shocky's gonna be facing the winner of Zin versus Ferox, which is
Yeah, this
gonna
matchup
be
is
another
going to be
close match.
super exciting. Oh boy.
And Shocky just responded. 3 million has been achieved by Araki, Zin, and rated F for fun. So Zin, Zin is the one here that has achieved a 3 million at a level 20 start.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and,
possible from a level 10, but
yeah, and the biggest reason is because of Zin's ability to play at the master mode speeds. I believe that the one weakness that Shocky has that the players could potentially exploit is the past level 30 play, which very few people are able to do, and Zin is one of them. So
yeah,
we'll see if Zin has what it takes. But first, he needs to take on Ferox, our beloved moderator of the Tetris Effect Discord, the enhanced Discord here. And he is no slouch. He is probably one of the best score attack players, and has always been at this upper echelon.
yeah. No, this bracket isn't rigged. Ferox didn't pay his way to be in here before people ask. I've seen him play before all the moderator stuff. He has what it takes.
All right, guys. So that was a great match. Shout out to Yoshi. It is Superschocky though, so it's going to be the hardest person to take out in the score attack bracket, as good as Yoshi is. But I would like to take a second to celebrate, I suppose, our enhanced 10-year anniversary. And with that enhanced 10-year anniversary comes a special package, if you guys would like to speak about that.
Yes, the Enhanced 10 Sounds and Visions collection. It has what? There's a lot of stuff we have to list off. There's quite a bit. So there is this there's this History of Enhanced book. You're seeing a few pages right now on your wonderful computer or phone screens. Talks about all the different games that Enhanced has made. Res Infinite, Tetris Effect, Luminous, and Humanity. This, yeah, lots of very little nice collectibles. That Res Infinite glass sculpture, obviously representing the character you play as in Res. You should play that game, by the way, if you haven't. It's a wonderful game. And it has a huge. There's also a huge vinyl set that has select sounds from all the games. Oh my goodness!
It's a lot of stuff.
It's the 4 vinyls from Lost and Colt, right? So we have a vinyl for all of the enhanced games, which includes Tetris Effect Connected, Res Infinite, and Luminous Remastered. But also, it's the first vinyl release for Humanity, our most recent project. So if you are looking, if you are a collector head and a big fan of Enhance, this will definitely be a package for you. So I dropped a link here in the Classic Tetris Twitch chat. I'll drop it around on our other pages as well. But yeah, Sounds and Visions, Enhance turning 10, Enhance at 10. And this also has a lot of behind the scenes things about our company and the production of our games, etc. So if you are a big Enhance fan and you are looking for a nice coffee table book about one of your favorite gaming publishers / developers, this is the project for you. And I'll spread that link around. But yes, we are about to hop into Zen SS versus Ferox. So I know you guys already hyped it up a little bit here as the players get in here. But yeah, what are your predictions?
Ooh,
actually
this is
not
tough.
sure at all.
Honestly, I think it'll be a 3-2 for someone.
It's going
I bet it's going to go down to the
it's
wire.
definitely no sweep. Definitely no sweep. I highly doubt there's going to be a sweep here, but I don't know who's going to be the winner, because both of these players play really consistently. I haven't seen Zin play that much, but Ferox has definitely kept that consistency going.
Yeah, I believe that Ferox will win in terms of consistency, although Zin has the higher peak. So
Yeah.
it's going to come down to if Zin can bring his A game, or will Ferox's consistency just outmatch Zin. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
I guess the only thing that can like factor in here is luck. Like, will Zin will Zin get lucky enough to be able to hit another 3 million peak, or will Ferox be unlucky enough to like mess up his consistency?
Yeah.
Who knows? Like, legitimately,
Speaking
who knows?
of luck,
Like,
Austin, you want to flip the coin for this matchup?
Ooh, that's a good
that
question.
actually might be the.
We'll grab it. Do you guys want to introduce this coin? Let's see. So first off,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So the coins are the Tetris coins are here courtesy of APMEX, which are very nice collectible coins. They normally they are sealed within like a little plastic case, but Austin has unsealed his for the sake of showing us some good old coin flipping action.
Yeah.
But yeah, these coins come in multiple different materials. There's gold, silver, copper. I think there's platinum. Lots of different collectibles, and they are all Tetris themed. I think there are some collectibles that are just based off of the Tetraminos, and those look very nice. So, I don't know if you have a link to the AppNext stuff. You could probably put that in the Twitch chat or the other chats. Yeah, they have been a sponsor for the TECWC, and
Okay, so yeah, let's go with, if it's the Tetris symbol, then we'll have Ferox win. If it's the spaceship, then Zin will win.
All right, let's do
And
this.
keep in mind, the coin has
keep in-
always been wrong for the past 8 or so predictions.
yeah, it was consistently incorrect last year. So we'll see if this year the coin can redeem itself, and the coin says Zin.
Oh, so
Uh-oh.
will Zin break the curse?
Will Zin break the
Ferox
curse,
win?
or will Ferox? Yeah, will Ferox perpetuate it? Is the question. Only way to find out is to stay tuned.
So Ferox was having some issues connecting into the game, but we are going to get started here in just a moment as soon as Ferox is ready.
Yeah.
While we are waiting, I guess we can mention that there is a giveaway for the recently released Tetris Forever. So if you are interested in receiving a copy of Tetris Forever on Steam, Steam PC, type Forever in chat. Just one word, Forever, and you will be entered to win. We will do the giveaway during a Tetris Forever showcase after the intermission. We're actually going to play through, we're going to play one of the MS-DOS versions of the game, kind of lost to time.
Ooh.
So if you are interested, type Forever in the chat. And it looks like Ferox is finally in this lobby here, rocking the horse avatar. Shout out to anyone that rocks the horse avatar here. And
Well, I mean, if anything, the horse does represent how much people play score attack, because that's how you unlock it. You have to get 100 wins in ranked score attack matches. And
Yep,
Ferox
so-
here demonstrating that, yeah, he
Yeah,
plays
if you
score attack, and there's a
have the
reason why
horse.
he's here.
If you have the horse, you are a member of the score attack crew here in Enhance. I believe we have quite a few reps of it, so
Anyway, yeah, we are. I guess we're just waiting on whenever they're ready.
oh boy, this is gonna be so hype. Let's see it. So both players get ready to head in. It's an emoting as we get started here. Oh.
All right, just
Yeah, I can't wait
Just
for
waiting.
this. The loading screen, the anticipation.
the
Ooh.
anticipation. The game is really trying to.
Yeah, I guess keep in mind. So Shocky did lose in his bracket, or not Shocky. Spherox lost to Shocky in bracket 2, and I believe Zin went undefeated in his side, although he did lose a game against Yoshi.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anything could happen. And given Yoshi's performance, we'll see if the other two players are able to match up with the other scores. And we go back into the main menu. Okay.
Looks like we got a
bit more time.
Yeah, we got a little bit of an issue there. So anything else we can talk about?
What are the final scores do you think the players will have? Like 2 point something mil. How much do you think they'll get? Given that Shocky has gotten 2.89.
I think we're gonna see.
Actually, what's the highest score do you think we'll see today? That's a good question. Given we saw
we're definitely. I think we're definitely. I feel like we're gonna see a 2.9. I feel like it's gonna get that close.
Yeah, I really want to see a 3 million level 20.
It's gonna be really hard, and if it's Superschocky, then that'll be a first for him.
Yeah, and it would be just amazing to see on stream a 3 million, because given that only 3 people have ever done it, then yeah, it's super competitive. Or we could see like the highest level reached. I believe like some players have gotten like so far.
I know Running Out Rate had a really high level. I think it was like level 35 or 36. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. My memory isn't.
I swear it was a bit higher.
But it was really. It was like it was extremely high, and it was extremely impressive. And I think Running Out Rate's doing the Japanese stuff for the stream.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah. Oh. Are they?
Okay, well, while so Ferox is having connection issues. Sorry, thank you everyone for your patience. But I believe Commando, don't you have any? I believe you have some Hyperkin Tetris products on hand, right? Would you like to?
I do actually. Yeah.
Would you like to show them off real quick for our viewers?
So yeah, what I have on me, I don't have one of the controllers, unfortunately, but I do have the smartwatch bands. There's this one, there's the nice red-blue gradient, and there's also the Tetramino ones. I don't have the I Heart Tetris one. I actually don't know why. But they work on Apple Watches, most smartwatches. It doesn't work on mine, unfortunately, which is why it's not on my wrist right now. But they are the same themes as the Hyperkin controllers that Austin showed off yesterday. And then there's also the Tetris Effect connected Switch carrying case. There's marker on mine because I had a few people sign it at CTWC, including Alexei Pajitnov's right there.
Yeah, that is
but
sick.
It is a nice. It's a very nice case. It has a hard. It's nice and hard on the outside, and then on the inside, it has all the stuff for your Switch stuff. But looks like that's gonna get cut short as they get ready and go.
Ooh. Let's see. Both
All
players
right,
just heading off to the races here.
Ferox using the customized Minos, not using the guideline colors.
Yeah, I find that pretty interesting, just being able to play with the colored Minos like that.
Oh, and we got a hand cam for Zin. Alright, but they're both off and away with the ST stacking here. Just trying to get that back-to-back going, trying to keep that trying to keep those T-spin doubles for a bit higher score. Ferox fiddling around with some pieces over there. Not in the best situation, but It's the beginning. This is if you're gonna make a mistake, might as well do it early on.
Yeah, it does
But,
seem like both players are still maintaining, but it does seem like
Ooh.
Ferox.
Yeah, Ferox had a double eye dependency there.
I mean, it should be fine for the most part, and you generally know the cue, but yeah,
Ooh.
that's...
Oh, this
early...
piece is not being kind.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not a great start.
So early break from Ferox, which should give Zin the edge here early on.
As long as if Ferox can dig through this extremely quickly, though.
Yeah, it looks like
We'll have
Ferox
to
is
see.
turn it down a bit. Uses the eye on the right there, so it's going to block a lot of the garbage holes. So he's going to have to improvise a bit.
Yeah, improvising a little bit. Still not in the room to do perfect ST.
Yeah, it was a good.
But granted, Zin isn't
right
either. Zin also like kind of breaking there.
Yeah.
So this
so
is
both
a very
players are breaking a little bit.
Yeah, a very awkward round start.
Oh, Zin with a big misdrop there with the eyepiece. He's going to have to clear that up.
Yeah, also
Ferox
Zin a little bit ahead on pace, but Ferox did have to do a lot more digging.
Yeah, and Ferox still needs to somehow get out of this situation. His board does not look good.
Yeah, this is very... Ooh, this is very dicey. It's a little scary.
Yeah, Zin trying to reset the board to get back into ST stacking, but he's having a little bit of trouble doing that. He should be able to do it from here, but the pieces don't quite fit in correctly. So
yeah, all things considered, they're still really close in score because both players messed up a lot. But Zin has a Kaidan ready. Pulled out the T-piece, I think, a little too soon, though.
Yeah, and Kaidan generally goes straight back into ST stacking, although he does have a 3 height difference, which is not the ST stack height. So he's going to need to do something.
Yeah, gonna do a little bit of skimming, probably. And Ferox... Ferox is actually, like, clean. Clean into...
he's back into, now.
Yeah, back into, like, clean, suitable... That's, like, perfect for ST stacking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems like Ferox is now back into it. And Zin should technically be back into it, too, although his board is slightly offset, but it should be fine.
As long as
ST stacking with this.
As long as Zin doesn't like accidentally put an eyepiece down the wrong well, Zin should still be okay.
Yeah, unfortunately that piece is not optimal.
Yeah, I think now Ferox is back up to pace. Was still ahead of score, but like I think in terms of like overall pacing, Zin was still doing better up until about now.
Yeah, and it does seem like Zin needs to... Yeah, he uses a T-piece to fix the stack a bit, and is able to now get back into scoring position with the ST stack.
And Ferox is now in level transition, hitting level 21, having the pieces lock more quickly.
And Zin, he didn't want to put that O piece there, but it ended up going there because of the gravity.
Ooh. I think we're seeing a bit of... Yeah, we're seeing a bit of an improvised fix there from Ferox, using an L and J piece to keep that ST overhang. But this board state's looking mighty awkward for Ferox. And there is something known as hamburger, which which is every ST stacker's favorite. It's it makes it a T-spin single, which while maintaining the ST stack. So Ferox is using all the methods necessary to keep this ST stack going with all of these bad pieces.
Yeah, Zin did the same as well. Very nice fix, and is
but now
scoring,
looks like ooh. Oh, okay. I think Ferox is trying to keep that ST going. Despite that that huge Tetris ready well. as some may call it.
It looks like he's going to do T-spin mini into a T-spin double here. And now the speed is getting up there. Foox at speed level 25 right now.
Yeah, and there's the T-spins. Tetris is keeping this going up to 26.
And this has been a wild match. It hasn't been your standard ST stack.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just an
All
ST
game.
stack all the way through. There was a lot of hiccups from both players.
And yeah, Foox is reaching the end game here. Speed level 27. Oh, the eyepieces are not what he wants there. Needs the T, gets it.
Yeah, but
Able to
I mean,
stack down.
even if not able to do ST right now, Foox is doing a good job with just having like Tetris ready stuff, and speed level 29 kicks in.
Yeah, it has 2.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna it's gonna be really hard to maintain ST here. And
Yeah,
level 30. Let's see how much Foox can do here, especially since Zin is back to ST, could come back at any point.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Ooh, this is gonna
very
be
close.
dicey. Foox is not gonna be able to get any more points there. 2.28.
Is that enough?
Zin with a less than 200k lead. Those T-spin doubles really helping.
Oh, but a
breaking
miss
back-to-back
T-spin
there.
double.
Level 28's gonna be dicey. Don't tell me. Okay, I thought
Okay.
for a second I saw a T-spin triple. I saw potential for T-spin triple there. It was gonna be really scary. Less than 100k. Just needs to get another
get
T-spin
more.
or something. Oh,
50k.
continuing to clear.
to
Oh,
60k.
up stacking.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
trying to
not
get
a
the
good
Tetris,
stack.
but it's not. Has to go for like a Tetris or
It's a
something.
good
right
clear.
Now.
He
Yep,
does
and
it.
there
He
goes.
does it. Level 31 manages to
Yep.
take
Oh,
it.
and okay, continuing to play in level. Okay, okay. There's the victory lap going into level 32.
Let's see how far you can go. 33.
33.
This is new territory. 34. Will we
I want
see
to
a
point out how
35?
quickly you can see the keystrokes that
The
Zin's
first
doing
level
right now in order to go
35 on
through this. Level
screen.
34, 35 potentially?
Oh.
No, not quite.
Oh my gosh.
But-
Level 34.
Oh, that post 30 survival is what got Zin the victory that round. Ugh.
Yeah. But that was incredibly close. So
Incredibly close.
yeah,
Foox
Zin
is down
barely,
1 point, but not out of it.
yeah, he barely took it just off the cusp of level 31 transition, which is absurd.
Yeah, if there were a line cutoff, that would be like, that would have been Foox's victory. But
Yeah, speed.
but
Like,
Zin
just playing the high
transcending
speeds.
speed. It's right there.
Definitely a scary competitor when it comes to speed diff.
Ugh. It is like the higher speed levels really are kind of this game's speed limit. But I mean, Zin was treating it like the Autobahn. They're just going as fast as you really wanted to, and that was crazy.
Yeah, but now, once again, back to the standard ST stacks. I'm gonna hope both players are able to play a lot cleaner with this ST stack. Especially from last game, I bet Foox wasn't pleased. I don't think either player was pleased with their ST stacking.
No,
So-
I don't. I'd be hard pressed to call myself pleased with that too.
So hopefully we'll see even higher scores. It was pretty low scoring of a match
Yeah,
for this
2
caliber of players. So
Yeah, if either of these players were playing against Yoshi or Shocky, like that would have been a loss nonetheless.
yeah.
Zin being impressive with that level 30,
Yeah, the level 34.
post level 30.
But even that score wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah, no, it could have been a lot better.
But yeah, so far so good. Both players maintaining the same pace. I believe the score difference is to 1 T-spin, or mini T-spin.
Yeah.
That is like a 2k point difference, which is very
mean,
funny.
as some would say, the scores are neck and neck.
Yeah. Yeah, Zin, though, has a very spiky board. It's gonna reset it here with 2 D pieces. There we go.
Yep, and there we go. Very nice. Interesting reset. Normally you'd see it on the left-hand side, but looks like Zin was using that to make some of the overhangs.
Yeah, it's just knowing what pieces you have and where you can get them. It's just something that this caliber of players.
Yeah, and Foox does his
knows.
reset.
Yeah, and this is so much cleaner than last round. Both players still maintaining
doing a lot
perfect
better.
SP stacking.
It was really fortunate for both of those players that they both messed up.
Yeah.
It could not have been more fortunate for either player.
Yeah, otherwise it could have been just a blowout on either side.
Yeah. And you don't want to see a blowout happen that early.
Okay, so now both players still same pace as well, only close to around 10 line difference between Foox and Zin, being the point differential here. And yeah, like, this is just textbook from both players. Let's see what'll happen.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, pace is still good. Zin's a little bit behind on lines, but that score is still on pace. And here
If anything, this
hitting
is
the level transition.
If anything, this is scary for Foox since Zin does have the post level 30 gameplay that he can pull out. So if both players do maintain the same efficiency, or if Zin maintains his same efficiency, he should have the edge right now.
Yeah.
Unless Foox manages to pull out the jets himself, which is always a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll come down to how their gameplay is on the crucial levels around post level 25, I would say.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see with Foox having the customized munos, there is one good side, and that you can easily tell when he's hit the level transition.
I don't get how you could play with that. The color changing is like wild to me.
I mean, the classic players have been doing it for a while.
That is true. If you're a classic Tetris player, it's definitely something you are used to for color changes. And yeah, both players still maintaining perfect ST stacking into level 25.
Yeah.
See how it goes. Foox doing another reset.
Zin has not broken at all. Well, I mean, neither player really has.
Yeah.
Foox is in a bit of a dicey situation. These pieces aren't looking too hot.
Yeah, and he does finally break it here, I believe. So, level 26, still trying to maintain this ST stack, and he is successful a little bit, but the piece that just came towards the end there just ruined it.
Yeah. And
this
is Zin's opportunity. Like, it still has a perfect ST stack going. Perfect opportunity to pass by and take the lead.
Yeah, and then finally breaks it at speed level 27.
Ooh, this is gonna be another close one. Oh no!
Oh,
Foox trying to get that fix up top, but that's gonna be precarious. No. An early top out. That's not what you want to see.
And looks like
Zin's gonna be taking another.
This out.
Oh,
that was a cool spin by Zin.
Yeah. We'll have to see where Zin can take it. At level 28, but also really high up. Gonna have to downstack a lot if...
Yeah, but
wants
look
to
at
deal
that
with.
score. This score this time by Zin is very strong. Does
Yeah,
stop out at level
2.7.
29, but 2.7, that's the same scores that Shocky was putting up. So very impressive showing from Zin this round. And yeah,
is
he's
now-
up 2-0.
Yeah.
So will Ferox be able to come back? Or is Zin just playing too well for that second match?
Yeah, has Zin finally broken the curse of the coin?
Okay, once again,
Yep,
standard ST
perfectly
stack.
even scores right now.
Yep. Yeah, so for players that don't know, ST stacking is the most efficient way, since T-spin doubles are the most efficient pattern to stack at this high gravity.
Yeah.
And you'll see players just keep stacking these T-spin doubles on top of each other, and it is a lot more difficult than you think. There are certain patterns that you can see, especially with the middle of the stack where you build the overhangs, but freestyling the left side is very difficult. Making sure your parity is super important for just the pieces on the screen, just to balance out the stack from getting out of hand. There's a lot of things that are going on here that these players have grinded to like a science at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it may seem a little. It may seem a little too static, but as we've seen earlier, like, you can still mess this up. It's just like how you can still mess up your Tetris stack. You can still get hit with that little bit of unpredictability.
Yeah, and it is just, these players are here for a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, both players standard ST stacking to perfection here.
Mm-hmm. Just like machines pumping out these T-spins.
I don't know if Zin wanted to put that piece there. He's going to build up with a J piece to the right. And very clean way to solve his weird stack issue there. So that was a nice freestyle by Zin.
Good improv to fix it, but I mean,
And
there's going to be a bit of a point deficit as a result.
I mean, currently the score difference is pretty much just the pace. Ferox is playing incredibly faster this time around. At 92 lines to Zin 64. Definitely
Ferox is actually about to
putting
hit
up
that
the
level
pace.
transition with this next T-spin double.
Yeah, and is still maintaining perfect ST stacking.
Yeah, just a little bit of piece wiggling just to figure out where exactly to put everything.
Yeah, and if Ferox does keep up this pace, it might push Zin to play more quickly, which could cause Zin to make a mistake.
Yeah. There is the tactic of, like, getting a really high point difference and then topping out, but Ferox just doesn't have that point difference.
Yeah, and you do need to get way faster. Generally, you can catch up because it is a 2-minute timer for the most part. So generally you want to put out the jets way faster, but Zin, he needs to solve this issue that he just created. So right now he has broken his stack a little bit here. Needs to improvise with some fix.
And Ferox just needs to try and maintain that perfect ST stack in order to
put an S piece into a T-spin mini, but that still is a weird-ish looking stack. I think he can slide in that J piece with a hamburger, and there we go. Zin fixes it. That is a very cool fix, and another hamburger just to fix the stack.
Finally, at level 26.
Yeah, but this time, this is very high score from Ferox so far. Will he able to push it even further, though?
Yeah,
He is
he
very
really
high
needs to
up.
push this as far as he can get, otherwise Zin will be able to catch up. Oh no! Those vertical piece. Oh, that's not good. Zin now has about 2 minutes, and that gap looks like it's going to be closing very quickly.
Yeah, Zin has not broken this ST stack. This is looking like a win for Zin as long as he maintains his ST stack. Does have to break there, but I think it might just
breaking.
be...
Actually, that could be the little bit that like throws Zin off here, because there's actually going to be quite a bit of digging that Zin has to do here in order to get back to that ST stack. But sets up a T-spin double. Oof. Ooh, lots of singles. You don't want to be doing
but the
it.
time is ticking.
Yeah,
It's
time
almost
is
a minute.
Time is the biggest enemy here for Zin.
Oh, and
that Z
not
piece
the
isn't gonna
correct
fit.
piece.
Has to sacrifice another T piece.
So
1 minute on the clock,
hurry up
halfway through the
timer is
chase down
halfway.
timer. Oh,
Okay.
gonna have to try and clearing a lot of singles. Just needs to get enough for a Tetris.
Gets a Tetris, but...
Oh, sets
very
up the
nice.
super
ST
T-spin
is
double. 38 seconds. The gap
Yeah,
is
but
real close. Speed
it
level
is
27.
close. Needs 100k more. Gets a T-spin.
Gets a T-spin
single.
single. Trying to get another
Gets
T-spin double
another
here.
T-spin double.
Oh, 80,
22
79,000.
seconds.
20 seconds left.
30k.
Oh, another T-spin double. 15
but the
seconds.
speed-
16,000. This is down to the
speed
wire.
difference.
10 seconds.
10
Just
under 10
barely
seconds.
Up. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. Zin barely
Wait a-
clutched it out at the end.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, boy.
Really,
I didn't
really
think
putting
the
on the time
pressure was
pressure on for
on
everyone.
in. But yeah, that is an incredible
That is
showing
game.
by Zin.
Just
Oh, boy.
barely foot in the door. That is just the way it's gonna be. Well, looks like Zin is going to be the winner of this and faces Superschocky in the next round.
Yeah, and takes us to level 33. That was
Yeah.
very impressive. But yeah, if Ferox could have taken it if he pulled out the jets a bit sooner, potentially. That was a very, very nail-biter of a game. Oh boy. And yeah, that was a sweep by Zin, and for the first time, the coin is correct.
The coin has broken its streak of incorrect predictions. But can we see it predict this one correctly?
Yeah, and the
It's gonna be
grand
really
finals
hard.
match.
It's gonna be really hard. Grand finals here, Superschocky versus Zin.
Yeah, this is going to be very cool to see. But will Shocky finally lose a game? This is an uphill battle for Zin. But Zin does have the potential, especially with his post-level 30 gameplay, which I can't wait to see both players take it on.
All right, guys, that was a great photo finish from Zin. Shout out to Ferox and Yoshi, who have kind of crushed the time slots earlier today. But I think that just goes to show how strong Supershocky and Zin are, and I hope it comes down to the wire between these two. But yes, before we're going to hop into an intermission. Before we do that, I would like to make another shout out to Tetris Forever, as they are our main sponsor this year. There is currently a giveaway for a Steam PC copy. Type Forever in chat if you would like to enter. And we will draw that after our intermission just after our Tetris Forever showcase. We're actually going to play the MS-DOS holograms. Or what is it called? Something byte version.
Spectrum Holobyte.
Yes, thank you.
Spectrum Holobyte.
Saved by Commando. But yes, we are going to be playing an MS-DOS version following the intermission and then hop into our finals. So I'm super excited for that. But be sure to enter the giveaway. Type Forever in the chat.
Yep.
And yeah, so I think we'll hop into our intermission, Commando and Kronos. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
All right.
All right, everybody, we are back. We are about to hop into the TECWC Score Attack 2024 Grand Finals between Superschocky and Zen SS. But first, we are going to play some Tetris Forever, and we're going to play a lost forgotten version of the Tetris on the MS-DOS version via Tetris Forever. And yeah, so if you are out of the loop, Tetris Forever is a new game from Digital Clips that is kind of like a docu-series meets, how do I put it? There's like 15 collections of 15 versions of Tetris from Tetris history as a collection, about from like 1980s until late 90s there. So we'll preview the games that are available in Tetris Forever. And Commando and Kronos, how are you doing? You can take it away here. I am going to boot up the game. I know my brain is fried here, so help me out.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Looking forward to showing off some gameplay here. Shen's going to be playing the MS-DOS version of Tetris released by Spectrum Holobyte. The year, I believe, I can't remember the year off the top of my head, sorry.
It's an old game.
My gut feeling says like 1980, like 87 or 88, but like I don't take that. It'll show you in the game. Shen just needs to boot up the game, and the year will be right there, and you'll see how bad I am at remembering history.
Just give me one.
Might have been 86 actually. How early it was, because it was, if I'm remembering correctly, it was like one of the first versions of Tetris released.
Mm-hmm.
Even before, like, you know, the Game Boy and Famicom and NES versions of it.
All right, so we are good to go here. Let's open up Tetris Forever. So yeah, the first thing you see when you open up the game is kind of like the history of Tetris in within 5 chapters. The perfect game, Tetris Breaks Free, Tetris Mania, kind of explores the journey of Tetris from its inception until now. And we are actually... Here, we'll just preview it real quick. There's a ton of videos covering some... I think there's some unique materials to this that have never been seen before, too, right? So plenty of, like, photo albums and stuff like that. Some video features that Digital Clips took of Alexei and Hank. In addition to Tetsuya Mizuguchi of Enhance, the creator of Tetris Effect Connected, is also featured in many of these videos. But we're going to skip along here. Yeah, there's some electronica features, and I think, let's see if we can find exactly where we are on our timeline. So we're going to kind of work through this timeline and play some of the games
I think
throughout the next few weekends. Here it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
So,
1988.
So yeah, we're going to play the MS-DOS version of Tetris here from Spectrum Holobyte. And yeah, let's check it out. So I'm going to try to play it here. Actually, let's just go through it. If you go to the tab, you can go to the games menu here. So first, introduced to the United States with this version of the game. So this was the first US version of Tetris. Yeah, so points are awarded for dropping Tetramino pieces more quickly, not line clears. So Tetris line clears aren't even in this. It's all about just moving quickly, actually. So a sprinter, a very fast player is who's going to get the most points in this version of the game. So let's open it up here. And I think one thing I do want to note before Commando and Kronos make fun of my gameplay is that I believe it is by default. Let me see. So I think I can hold shift here. A way to see my controls. I think by default though it's numpad. So it's really tricky, numpad but all right, controls? Take it away, guys.
Yeah, and
yep, and here he goes.
As Shen said, it's about placing pieces quickly. So
and he's throwing all of the
yeah, and the thing is a classic randomizer bag, I believe. So basically all the pieces are completely random. I mean, you got 4 O pieces in a row or something, yeah.
Oh, and huh? we're like missing part. We're like
speed.
I needed help, so
I'm also seeing a significant lack of the next cue.
Yeah, there is no next cue, so does seem very difficult. Oh,
there it is.
Here's the next cue.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure there was an XQ even in the earlier, even in that one version for the Electronica 60. But
Yeah,
here we
so-
are. We see.
Yeah, as Shen said,
We're seeing
my
like
God.
the very first version of Tetris, released over here in the West. You know, during that era of it was during like the Cold War era, so it's like, this is a glimpse into
Shen
what
tried
like
to build a T-spin.
yeah, but yeah, this game kind of like was introduced to the U.S. as a sort of glimpse into the Soviet Russian like culture.
I don't think you
Also,
can say
have to give him respects for the Vits right there.
Yes.
Ooh,
Bits tried to
very
fix
much
it.
struggling with the stacking. Doesn't seem like there's any lock delay
Oh my
or
God.
like any form of
I
T-spin.
don't think that's how you
Yeah.
T-spin in this game, Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game's quite unique looking. So-
9-9.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pieces are completely random like Classic, but the scoring is pretty much only just
The scoring.
based on the
Oh
pieces
goodness
fast.
me!
Oh, I
my
think
God.
that's a bit too fast.
That looked like the same exact speed as like a level 19. Or not. Yeah, level 19. Like that's like level 19 levels of speed right there for from like classic Tetris.
And
Yeah,
I have
it
to
does seem-
tap.
Call in-
This is crazy.
Is
Gotta
it
call
a
in the
hyper-tap sort of
dassers.
game? Yeah. Like, can you hold a direction and it works, or?
I don't believe so. At least I'm not able to get it. I think it might have on the OG MS DOS like version, but currently it is not. No, I might be
Ooh,
wrong
so
though.
it's-
I know this is a proper emulation of the MS DOS version, so it is what it is, right?
I see.
Let's see. Let's try
The
something.
top 10 comrades thing is very silly.
Let's try 6.
Yeah, it does seem quite interesting, just mechanically.
Yeah.
It does seem
It's
like
just really
the pieces also don't have, or it has a lock delay sort of thing, so it's not instantly snapping like in Classic. That's unique.
Mm-hmm. It's like.
Oop.
Oh, and you can press 8 to speed up.
I
Trying to see
know.
how I can pull up my piece preview because it's really hard without it.
Is it 1?
It
It
says
looks like it
one.
might be 1.
One for draw next.
I'm actually it picked up my controller, so it's being weird. Let's see. Anyways, there is a giveaway for this game right now, so be sure to type forever in the chat. And as soon as I am done with this excellent display of skill, we will give it away. So last call for the Tetris Forever giveaway. Type forever in the chat.
Yeah.
If you already typed it, type it again, just because why not? And we'll draw in about a couple minutes here. So I'll do one last run at. Okay, I want to try my best. We're gonna start with level 6, and as soon as I top out, we are gonna draw.
Yeah. But so strap yourselves in. It's now or never. But hey, you don't have to. You also don't have to play. You don't have to play like the Spectrum Holobyte version of Tetris. You can also play everyone's favorite version, Hatris.
Which we did showcase yesterday. That was great.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff being showcased yesterday.
Oh, it's so cool. You have the instant drop down of pieces, like
Yeah, it's like it's an instant drop down rather than like the soft drop that we know in later versions. So it's like it is that
Ooh,
weird.
T-spin.
Oh,
Let's
got
go.
the T-spin. No bonus points for that though, and there are no bonus points for any line clears whatsoever.
Yeah, it's only about
suppose-
pieces.
Yeah, I
fast.
suppose when you like first make the game, your thought is like, oh, the more pieces you can get on the board, like the better you're doing. But
Yeah.
I mean, as time passed, it's quite obvious that Alexei Pashchinov was like, yeah, okay, that doesn't quite make sense. It seems like it makes more sense to have, say, ooh, oh, and there we go. But yeah, it might make more sense to have more lines being cleared be considered the better way to perform someone's to gauge someone's performance. Ugh.
Yeah, I do believe, like, you just seeing the evolution of Tetris and stuff, just all the different scoring systems, all the different ways the pieces work, it just showcases, like, all different types of uniqueness for each Tetris game and how it has evolved to nowadays with, like, Tetris Effect. Like, you can still see its effects on, like, the games today. It's wild.
Like, it's the same core mechanics, but, like, you've seen so much change.
All right, guys, we're going to draw the giveaway now. So 10 seconds. Drum rolls everywhere in the world. Will,
10 seconds for the 10 seconds for the entry. Type forever now or type forever now or forever hold your pieces. Like, or Tetris forever hold your pieces, you know? And there we go.
Ooh.
The winner is Stanky Puds.
They also this player did participate in today's score attack tournaments. So shout out to let's go with Stanky. Let's go with Stanky. I like that name. But Stanky, you are our winner. I'll reach out to you. I saw you on the Discord earlier, so congratulations. I'll send you a Steam code, and we're gonna be doing giveaways throughout the remaining streams or final streams. So be sure to tune in if you want your have a chance to win a copy or gift it to a friend. And with that, that is the end of our showcase. We're going to hop into the meat and potatoes here of the stream.
Yep.
The grand finale.
Coup de grace.
Yes. Let's see here.
Coup de grace. The moment we've all been waiting for. The finals of the TECWC score attack bracket.
Shocky versus Zin. Ooh.
Yeah, well, Shocky beat the trifecta win here 3 years in a row. Is it possible? Or will Zin finally break the winning streak that Shocky has possessed for the past 2 years? Who knows?
Yeah, and this has been a very common matchup. I believe both of these players have encountered each other, like, constantly throughout all of these tournaments. So this is literally one of the most classic matchups you can have in the TECWC for score attack. And if I'm not mistaken, Shocky has came up on top for all of them, I believe. So will Zin finally break the curse? Like how the coin broke the curse today?
Yeah.
Let's see. If Austin, you want to flip another coin for this grand finals match, that would be sick. Yeah.
Give him a moment to prepare his coin.
Yeah, this is such a classic.
There he goes. It's a very heavy coin. You're not supposed to be using this for coin flips, which is probably why it got cursed.
Oh, and it is predicted.
And the coin says Shocky.
Well, given how this matchup has gone, Shocky is the favorite in this. So
apparently Austin was muted that entire time.
Oh no, I had an amazing spiel, but yes, I guess I'll regurgitate what I just said. The coin, it was completely wrong for the entirety of last year. Will it be completely right this year? Because we're 1-0 so far, right? I think it was like 0 and maybe 9 last year. So yeah, let's see.
Got it wrong literally every single time it was flipped. We may see the comeback. We may see the redemption arc of the AppMex collectible coin.
Yeah, and it predicted the favorite Superschocky to win, so...
to some people that may be a safe guess, but... I mean...
But yeah, Zin
people have lost safe bets before. You know?
Yeah, and if you've watched game 2 of last set from Zin versus Ferox, Zin with a 2.7 level 34 gameplay, that is extremely scary to like face. So let's see what'll happen this time.
Yeah.
Something that I do want to point out in this matchup is I do believe Shocky could have a potential to make Zin play a lot faster, since Shocky's ST stacking is extremely fast and consistent. So Zin, playing at the pace he was earlier against Foox, where he barely won with 10 seconds remaining, it could be a potential idea.
Here we go. Shocky immediately bringing up that initial speed level to 20. Zin throwing the thumbs up, both agreeing on it. The handshake goes. Tetris has begun. Here we go. The first match of the Score Attack Finals is now underway.
I like the start from Shocky. He did a T-spin mini to get an extra 2k points. All the small things.
I mean, every little bit counts, as we've seen. We saw how close that last game between Zin and Foox was, and just how little it, like, how much of a difference those few points made.
Yeah, especially in matchups as tight as this one.
Here we are. Shocky already off to the races. And Zin already breaking the back-to-back in the ST stack. That's not good.
Manages to fix it with a T-spin mini there.
Yeah.
Although his stack
manages to salvage it pretty quickly, but that little difference might be enough for Shocky to run away with. Who knows? Yeah. Just a bit of a refresher for those who are just joining us. First of all, welcome. Second of all, this little pattern you're seeing both players go through is known as ST stacking. Basically, the long and short of it is, due to the fact that T-spins are rewarded a bit more in Guideline Tetris, ST stacking allows players to consistently get T-spin doubles and also earn a few extra points thanks to the back-to-back bonus. We'll be seeing these players stay fairly consistent with this pattern throughout. May seem a little boring, but if anything, this is just the anticipation for the transition. We'll be seeing a lot more strategies that players will be using to try and keep this pattern going. But for now, they are just doing a great job of maintaining this. Even Zin, who had a little bit of a hiccup earlier.
Yeah, and both players right now, same line count. Zin just slightly behind at around 50k point deficit, which
that's about I want to say 2 T-spin doubles, a little bit.
Yeah, so it is a small amount, but every little bit counts. So Shocky especially. Oh, Shocky breaking the ST stack.
Yeah. Oh,
that's the first time today.
Yeah, breaking it for the first time this early. That's gonna give Zin a little bit of an opportunity to catch up.
And Shocky,
lots of down stacking here.
Shocky really likes to get super clean back for his ST stacks, so he likes to generally go for an all clear sort of play just to get back to the swing of things.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Zin coming back into the lead now.
Yep, scores are now oscillating. Yeah, the lead's now just shifting back and forth.
Yeah, but Shocky
has so many more. Yeah.
So right now, Zin has a big pace advantage.
Yeah, but Shocky able to clean it up, has a nice well there. Gonna be able to get back into doing a little bit of ST stacking.
Yeah, although Shocky kind of needs to fix his stack a tiny bit here. It is not the most
I think he's gonna have to need it. Shocky's
and yeah, that T place was not where he wanted it to go.
But he's gonna be he's gonna just try and like sort this out as soon as possible. But he's gotta. I mean, Zin's running away with. Look at that. Zin's running away with the score lead here.
And Shocky, once again, struggling to get back into the ST stack. Believe he should be good from here, but this is a big deficit now for Shocky. As Zin still maintaining this ST stack now. Okay, Shocky's board is looking quite weird at the top there. Should be able to slide in pieces. The O piece can't fit in there yet because of the gravity. So he's going to be able to slide it in here.
Yeah, and Zin has a little bit of a mishap in the middle, but that is just a result of what is known as hamburger. Squeezing in a little small T-spin single just to maintain the back-to-back and the cleanliness of the ST stack.
And Zin should be able to maintain his back-to-back here with some creative fixes. But Shocky is still ahead in the line count and behind by almost 400k points. This is looking very strong for Zin right now.
Yeah, Zin kind of keeping a good lead here. Nice use of the L and J pieces to maintain that T-spin overhang.
And it looks like Zin trying not to break back-to-back here. Opts to stack on top of that one block, and it's going to pay off here. It's going to be able to get a T-spin into Tetris and should be able to fix this. Here we go.
There is a little bit of an eye dependency there, but manages to clear it up.
Yeah, both players now level 26. We're getting close to the end game. And Zin and Shocky both now once again in scoring position. But how long can they hold this for? It is getting close. Level 28 now for both players. And Zin's finally breaking.
Yep.
And same with Shocky.
Yeah, Shocky's still behind by about 380,000 points. That's quite a few. There's gonna be, there's quite a big point deficit there. Shocky's gonna have to squeeze in any T-spin possible at this level, but you can see right now he's struggling with the speeds at 29. This may, all of these misdrops too. This may be the end for Shocky. Shocky finally dropping a point to Zin in finals.
Yeah,
it really took until the last match of the bracket for Shocky to drop a point. And here is Zin just speeding on through at level 32.
33.
33.
Oh my gosh.
A little... That board is looking dicey. Yeah.
But yeah, 2.6 million. A statement game by Zin over Shocky here. So that is an incredible showing.
Yeah.
Now,
Shocky not going to be able to get through this bracket undefeated, unfortunately. Looks like he's going to... I guess it's time for him to pick up some of the slack.
Oh, that is some creative stacking by Shocky at the start there. Once again, just getting an extra couple T-spin minis for small points. Perhaps last game, if he didn't break his ST stack, he would have been well off. But I believe that's the first time he's broken it, especially that early on.
Yeah. You reckon the pressure's getting to him? The coin flip... Like, the coin said he was going to win. Do you think he's...
It's the
I don't think
games. The mind games.
The coin said he was gonna win. Do you think he's scared because the coin predicted the win, which would potentially mean he loses, or do you think that's gonna make him rest on his laurels?
I mean, the coin did predict correctly last set.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you know what they say: once is luck, twice is skill.
Yeah.
Shocky just needs to maintain some perfect ST, and so far doing a good job of that.
Yeah, both players just standard setup.
Huge eye dependency on the left-hand side, which is a little dicey, but of course, when you play fast enough, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the eye dependencies are generally also like a given part. Sometimes you do build kind of weird looking stacks for maintaining this ST stack, as long as you know what pieces you have coming up and just playing to your outs. It is very important to just have all of that knowledge.
Board situation's looking a bit dicey. I was about to say, I feel like it's time for Shocky to reset, and he does exactly that.
Yeah, very clean reset by Shocky.
Mm-hmm. And maintains this ST stack perfectly. I saw Zin going through a reset earlier. Both players just
yeah, just
keeping that consistent.
Like, I don't think either player has broken yet. 60 lines in, this is very strong gameplay.
Yeah. That... It's very... You know, when the players are able to do it so cleanly and methodically, it's a little hypnotizing.
Yeah, it's something that comes with Tetris, yeah. Just watching the top players play.
Watching high level play is very mesmerizing. It's
like, wow, I can't believe a piece could fit there or something.
Yeah,
or like
it's
all the
just like-
spin fixes sometimes by players, it's wild.
Yeah, you have a tendency to be like really just enthralled with someone's gameplay. But at the same time, like the players here are showing nothing but a complete and utter focus. So
Yeah, and both players maintaining this perfect ST stack into level 21, so into the transition. So this is very strong. Zin is behind on pace right now, just due to line count, but both players still maintaining this perfect ST stack.
yeah. I mean, no break so far, well into level transition. It's hard to tell, we don't have someone who's playing with customized Minos.
Yeah, level 23 for Shocky, and level
Yep.
21 for Zin.
Yeah, behind by 20 lines, but I mean, those
Yeah.
20 lines can just be filled in with a nice T-spin double or two.
Yeah, we're getting closer to this big speed transition once again.
Mm-hmm.
Speed level 24 for Shocky.
If things go well for Shocky, he should be able to get this all the way up to like about level 27 or 28.
Mm-hmm. See it? Still maintaining it for both players.
Yeah, it's like things are gonna be a little intense once we reach that point of no return.
Does seem like Zin kind of has a weird-ish looking board state here. Needs an eyepiece, and I don't see any in his queue. It's the first person to break the stack, I believe. It's going
Yeah,
to clear
breaking it
down
at
with
25.
couple
And
pieces
Shocky
there.
still going well into 27. Can get one more T-spin here. Over to 28. And,
This
I
is
mean,
flawless by
still
Shocky.
going.
Playing
Shocky's going
flawless ST
flawlessly.
stacking at level 28. This is like
This is
unbelievable.
huge potential for a high 2.8 or maybe even 2.9. And 29.
Finally
Yep,
breaks it at level
Shocky has
29.
to break it. He
Look at that
speeds
score
a little too
right
much.
now.
Yeah, 2.89. Can we see the 2.9? Yeah, there we go. 2.9 million.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. At level 30, gonna be able to do it.
2.927. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That is the highest score this event so far. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Zin has 500k points to go. Is
Yep,
he going
still
to
going.
be able to do it? This is very difficult.
Level
He's going to be-
29, 445,000 points to go.
He is at the bottom.
It
so
is doable technically. Getting Tetrises and T-spins, keeping that back-to-back alive at this speed though is going to be a huge ask. Oh,
can't get the
just barely
T-spin
missed
there.
that T-spin.
Yeah, the speed is so difficult here.
Yeah, things are
Very
going
few
super
people can play
fast.
at these speeds. Gets a Tetris, but
The gravity may be too much for someone to stomach, but... Oh, just tries to get that T-spin. It's not going to be enough.
yeah, and Shocky takes it with a commanding 2.927 million. That is
Yeah, that was...
an incredibly
oh,
high
that is-
score.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shocky needed absolute perfect gameplay into level 29 to get that score.
And yeah, and I mean, well, he there's a reason why he got that score. He did it. He did it exactly perfectly.
Yeah, that has to be like a very high score for both players. That was incredibly cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now Shocky once again all tied up.
I feel like it's got to be weird going from intense, like extremely high speeds that are beyond your control to something that's still fast, but like
Yeah, it
a
feels
lot.
standard for you, sort of thing.
Yeah. There,
It's definitely a nerves thing too.
mm-hmm.
Grand finals and everything.
like sometimes like it's a sort of it's that feeling you get when you're anticipating something but it goes against what you expected. Like whenever that happens, I find like that's the easiest place to start slipping up and make mistakes. Like some like I mean a good example is like going into the master mode levels. Sometimes you're just like, okay, I expect this piece to go here, and then it doesn't, and then you kind of just start like making a lot more mistakes as a result. Or sometimes you expect to make a mistake and then it doesn't. Like
yeah, it's a lot of wide variety of things that just can happen, and you just can never tell.
like no amount of preparation can help you anticipate even the most unpredictable moments.
Yeah, Zin has to kind of freestyle a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to need some sort of way to fix it. Going to fix it with a very interesting setup there. Do you think, yeah, there's the T to fix parity and should be back to normal.
Yeah.
Was just a very odd situation for him to be in, but it was a very clean of a fix.
Yeah.
Shocky did break back-to-back there just to fix his stack. It was just one piece, I believe.
Yeah.
But
that's still one and a half still 1.5 T-spin doubles.
yeah.
It
It is super significant at this level, just breaking back-to-back. Even just once can spell like a couple thousand, like 100,000 points.
Yeah. It's the inch that Zin can take, that Zin can turn into a mile.
Yeah, like Zin still has maintained this perfect ST stack. Shocky has just that one small hiccup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ready for Shocky to head to transition. But look at the line difference.
Yeah, Zin using another hamburger there, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the line difference right now, Shocky about to transition. It's 20 line difference, but the score's not too big of a gap.
Zin's on the verge of topping out, breaking back-to-back because of those hamburger lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, and that miss drop. Things are starting to fall apart a little too early, too.
Yeah,
you really want to have
stall.
Yeah, you really want to have the lines early on, because while the ones later down the line are worth more, it's a lot harder to do.
Yeah, Zin needs to get back into scoring position. Should be able to do so here. Unfortunately, though, that is a lot of score that he had to sacrifice to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to also have to break back-to-back at some point here, too. Even has to waste T. This is not looking good for Xin.
Yeah, Zin's kind of in a sticky situation. Reaching level transition. 662,000 points behind.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shocky has cleaned it up quite a bit here. It's now at 2.1 million, 800k point difference.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot to me. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot to make up. Okay, Xin getting a Tetris there. Not entirely sure if that was the best idea, but
Shocky did have to break back-to-back once again.
Oh, but there's a nice Kaidon ready for Xin.
Yeah, and that'll help. Go back into a hamburger,
into hamburger, into ST. There we go. It took a little bit to get there, but he's back. It's a little. However, Zin's pace is still looking a little. It's looking a little shaky. If Shocky can maintain this ST into 28, which, I mean, projections will say, yeah. It's gonna be something.
Yeah, this is looking pretty solid for Shocky here. It's not as high of a score.
Ooh, yeah, those lines at the top are really gonna mess with him. That's gonna cut it short at a 2.697.
Yeah, and this is doable for Xin, especially if he's able to play at those level 20 or
at those
29.
level 30 speeds. That's really what he needs.
He is still maintaining this ST stack somewhat. It is not perfect, as he finally has to break here.
Yeah, but that's still a very clean Tetris well.
Mm-hmm. Although Tetrises are not very efficient here. Needs to get a lot of T-spins.
And has another one right here, in fact. Gonna try and get back into a little bit of ST.
Tries to get another, but was just a bit too slow on the rotate.
But that's 310k still. That gap is starting to close quickly. Oof. Yeah. Ooh, the mini T-spin. Oh, just needs an eyepiece over there. Needs to clear that up. Really trying to save the T-spin. Manages to get it, but that's no line clears. Oh, goodness. Okay. Things are starting to ramp up very quickly. Getting a T-spin single, 187k. Is there? No, there's not enough. Oh.
That was kind of scary.
You can see immediately where, like, Xin had to just, like, think fast.
Yeah, and Xin did top out a little bit earlier than like his previous matches, where he was topping out at level 30, like 33, 34. So if he was able to just carry it a bit further, he could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are now match point for Shocky. Will he get his third tournament win in score attack in a row? Or will Xin manage to come back for one more round?
That's a wonderful question. And there's currently a 1 point difference.
1 point? How do you even get a 1 point difference?
This has happened quite a few times.
I think it's from the holding down like once, like at the very start.
It's like the occasional like frame perfect holding down soft drop, but like.
Imagine winning with a 1 point difference. That would be probably
the 1 point difference would be absolutely diabolical. I'm sure Harry Hong is out there, like, just smiling upon that score difference, you know?
Oh, what is this by Xin? It is quite a weird stack. Needs to get, like, an O piece somehow in there. I have no clue how he's gonna fit something in there. That is not a well that you want to have built.
Oh, yeah. That's an extremely awkward stack on Zin's side. And that's gonna actually
clean it up, but like I think he's going to sacrifice a lot of efficiency. which is not good, especially against Shocky, who's been ST stacking perfectly. And yeah, Zin does manage to clean it up, but at the cost of a little bit of pace. Let's see if both players can maintain this. Zin kind of scary there with the rotates, but should be good.
Yeah, Zin maintaining. It's a bit of an awkward ST stack with that elevated height, but overall, still an ST, still able to like keep it going. Shocky, on the other hand, you know, working like a machine here.
Yeah, solid from both players still.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come down once again to the wire.
It is indeed. Yeah, and Shocky's what? Yeah, one T-spin double away from the line transition, and there he goes. He hits it. Whew. There's some. This could potentially be the last level transition we see. This could be the end. But, I mean, Zin's doing a great job of keeping pace. Still behind, but,
even with
like,
that one block, like, gap in the very bottom of his stack, he's still maintaining perfect ST stacking with it. Oh, he wanted that eye piece to go down in the other spot, but...
that's not good. You can see he's doing a bit of piece wiggling to just, like, improvise here.
Yeah, he's going to try to fix it, but this is going to cost a lot of pace.
Yeah, this is gonna throw his pace back significantly. Managed to get the T-spin double. Still getting...
Yeah, but there's no T-piece here. It's going to take a while, so he's going to build a bit weirdly.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the cost of getting one more T-spin, his stack is kind of ruined here.
Yeah, this is not the greatest position for Zin to be in right now.
Shocky also does break too, though.
At 23, yeah, that's a bit early. Oh, we're gonna have to see. One of these players has to like get back into pace, otherwise, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be seeing ST for the rest of the game.
I mean, Shocky's just building on top of this. Should be fine. Does have to sacrifice a bit of pace, gets a Kaidan.
Yeah.
And should be fine to transition back here. Although
that did cost a lot of lines to go through. Yeah, and there's also the eye dependency to boot. You can see those T pieces not going anywhere.
And yeah, Shocky's still not in good scoring position, while Zin just back into the
getting it back, and you can see him. That lead is closing. That lead is diminishing.
Yeah, and once again, Shocky is ahead in pace by 20 lines, so this gap is almost non-existent.
Yeah, and not to mention, we could see Zin go back into the master mode speeds. We're gonna... This is a real toss-up.
Yeah.
This match is one real toss-up.
Shocky, level 28. This is high speeds for Shocky.
Ooh, and that hole in the stack is perfect for the T-spin to do absolutely nothing. This is gonna be a close one, folks.
Oh, and it does look like Zin playing incredibly risky here.
And there's a 66-point difference.
Yeah, this is it.
It is time for a decider, folks.
Oh,
that's how we're going to be concluding the TECWC Score Attack Finals for 2024. Yeah, a good old-fashioned decider.
Yeah, the issue for Shocky there was just breaking on level 23, and just
Yeah.
not getting back into ST stacking, while Zin was able to clutch up on the ST stack at the very end stages, which was pretty much the deciding factor. So now Shocky's also on the ropes. Match point for both players. Could we see a new champion for Score Attack?
Yeah. We could see Zin dethrone the champion. We could see Shocky proving the coin correct. There's a lot on the line here.
For the coin.
Yeah.
Okay. So now both players, whoever messes up the ST stack first, this could be a big deciding factor. And so far, both players have looked shaky at like multiple different stages of the game.
I'm feeling tense and I'm not even touching a keyboard.
Yeah, it's the tournament nerves. You're in grand finals.
It's the tournament nerves, and I'm not competing.
Yeah.
There's so much tension in the air. You can feel it.
And it does look like Zin is the first person to not have a standard ST stack.
Oh no, yeah. This is Shocky's opportunity to run away and try and get a comfortable lead here. Potentially a comfortable win. But
yeah, and Zin, he's trying to figure out something here.
trying to figure out, I
is,
think,
like,
exactly
weird.
where in the
There we
ST
go.
stack. Yeah, there he is. This is a real nail biter.
Yeah, and I think that's one of Zin's specialties, is fixing this ST stack.
Mm-hmm.
Shocky, normally what he likes to do is, like, if he breaks ST, is to get a full-out reset. And sometimes, like, that's just not possible, especially in the late stages of the game.
Ooh, Zin having to break again there. Then using a hamburger. Now it's just stuck to, like, just stuck to a right-hand side well.
Yeah, and look at Shocky. His pace is just tremendous here. Like, already, like, almost doubling, like, over doubling Zin's score right now. And in pace lead, too. He's going to transition, like, almost 40 lines ahead of Zin, who's still struggling to get this ST stack started. So, this could be it. If, like, Zin is just not able to get reset for this.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Zin right now. Having to waste so much here just to get back into ST.
Yeah, and that's not even the correct shape for ST until now. Finally gets it with a
Finally gets it, but look at that huge, nearly 1 million point deficit.
Yeah, Zin has a mountain to climb back up if he wants to get back into this game. Over 1 million points of difference. Could this be another victory for our champion Shocky last
We're
year?
gonna have to see if Shocky can mess up. Oh, let's see if Shocky messes up though. Zin, yeah, Zin's faltering heavy here. It's looking a little rough. I mean, Zin hasn't even hit level transition yet.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
huge line
massive
difference.
line difference right now.
But that
even with
doesn't necessarily matter because Shocky could reach level 28 before Zin's anywhere remotely close to being able to fight back.
Yeah, and that could be a deciding factor, is the timeout. The pace here
Yeah,
for
but
Shocky
Shocky
is
so far, like, completely locked
incredible.
in. Level 26. Level 26, currently at 2.28 million. Zin only at 1.1. That is such a huge point deficit. Shocky at more than double Zin's score currently. Yikes.
Yeah, and especially this late into the game, it is pretty much Shocky just running away with this game. I don't think Zin is able to come back from this unless a miracle happens. So
Zin has solid ST, but is this too little too late?
let's see. It is level 29, and Shocky
Shocky with a
get one of his highest
2.886.
scores this match. Gets a 2.886. That is one of the highest scores we've seen.
Yeah, and Zin has 2 minutes to cover over 1 million points.
Yeah, this is
I don't want to call it too soon, but at the same time, it's not looking
this is
great for
an
Zin right
incredible
now.
mountain. This is like Mount Everest. You have to climb Mount Everest to get back.
Like,
See
this
if he's
ST
able
can
to
be
do
as
it.
good as it can be, but like you also have to keep up the speed.
Yeah, and with that, he's going to need to double up somehow. That's not going to be...
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gets only a T-spin single.
Has another hamburger here, but is that going to help?
T-spin nothing. Just
Ugh, things are
trying to
not
fish
going.
for a tiny few more points, but it's too much.
More
The
hamburgers.
gap is too big.
Yeah, you got a minute left to
desperately
cover
Grasping
800,000.
for a couple more points.
It's gonna be really hard, especially given the board state. But Zin's, I mean, I have to give credit to Zin right now, like keeping up the good fight despite the fact that the odds are significantly against him.
Yeah, this is textbook play at such high
28,
speeds.
29.
It might
This
be
board
just
state,
too much.
This board state is rough. 27 seconds.
Oh, he's
Level
down
30.
stacking. He's down
That's a
stacking.
huge. That is an insane down stack. 17 seconds left. I don't think with this pace Zin's gonna be able to do it. That's 10 seconds on the clock. Level 32. Yeah.
Yeah,
that is
that's
it.
just not enough.
Superschocky maintaining his title of TECWC Score Attack Champion.
Yeah, Shocky, once again, 3-time winner of Score Attack. He is definitely a monster to contend with, but big shoutouts to Zin with the level
Big
34
shoutouts to Zin
play.
to like try and minimize that gap as much as possible. Went from over 1 million to about 480,000. It was just like that was really good pace from Zin. If he hadn't made so many mistakes though, it could have been a lot closer.
Yeah, the early on mistakes from Zin definitely costed him the match. But yeah, it was super close. 3-2 by Shocky. Probably one of the closest matches that we could have seen in Grand Finals. Big shoutouts to both players for an incredible showing here.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not the end of these players. We're going to be seeing them later down the line in the Trifecta tournament. And there, we'll have to see if Supershocky can defend that title as well.
Yeah, it's
And get the literal
definitely going to be
trifecta
something to
there.
see.
It's going to be crazy.
All right, guys, that was insane. Yes, Shocky takes it over Zin 3-2. I feel like it's always a decider between these two. It could always go either way, but Shocky typically ends up on top here and takes the dub as our TECWC 2024 champion. Congrats, Superschocky, taking home $300 for this win, as there was $500 in prizes for the Score Attack tournament. And there's more prizes awaiting them in Trifecta. So all 4 of these players did qualify for the Trifecta Grand Finale, happening, here, let's bring up that graphic actually, happening on December 7th, 5 p.m. Pacific. You aren't going to want to miss it. And yeah, it is possible that we're going to see a Supershocky versus Zin showdown once again in Score Attack. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how this story unfolds here. But next week we have Zone Battle, and then we're going to hop into Classic Score Attack the next weekend here on Classic Tetris, also in Japanese on Enhanced Experience. Yes, that was an awesome event. Oh yeah, and also we'll have the Teams tournament coming up on December 6th. But
Yeah. Fantastic stuff.
Yes, excellent stuff. Congrats to all 4 players for making it into Trifecta and winning some prizes today. And yeah, there's a lot waiting for them in Trifecta, so be sure to root for your favorite players and tune in then. But yes, that was a successful first TECWC tournament weekend. Had a lot of fun with the teams last night. We had time slot 1 and 2 for Score Attack with players of all skill levels participating today. And a classic Score Attack qualifying matches are underway on the Discord, so stay tuned for updates for your brackets, etc. Throughout the next few days if you are participating. But yeah, I think we'll do a final shout out to some of our sponsors here. You know what? I missed one. You know what Zen may have needed to overcome that loss was... Where's my camera?
Oh,
yes.
Power Bears, wasn't it?
You got it, Commando.
Let's
So
go.
I is my camera right this time? I think it is.
Yeah,
perfect.
I-
So Tetris Power Bears gummies. Check them out. I think Chris Tang has the infamous line, "Boom, Tetris in your mouth." But yes, this will
I
up
saw
your
Chris
game.
in chat earlier.
Yeah, he'll be commentating for the Classic Score Attack tournament as well if you are a Chris Tang fan.
Yes.
But yes,
Stay tuned for that.
so our winners today will actually get some Power Bears in the mail with their Trifecta prize package, as well as the finals or the teams champion will win a prize package as well. So yes, Tetris Power Bears gummies, and yeah, shout out to Hyperkin for also providing products for our players in the prize packages with the Tetris Effect connected Nintendo Switch carrying case, the watch bands, and the controllers, which are to be shown here. Yes, and you know what? The AppMex coin so far, as we flipped a coin to decide who was going to win that last match, has been 100% this time. So the opposite of last year. We'll see if that trend continues. AppMex Tetris coins. If you are looking to invest in some silver, gold, platinum Tetris coins, it could be the could be the currency of the future, depending on how our world landscape unfolds. So get your Tetris coins, and yes, we are going to see you all next weekend for Zone Battle. But also, registration is still open if you want to participate. So head to tetriseffect.game/tournaments to register. We have a Zone Battle next weekend and a teams tournament next weekend, right? I think, are you guys playing at all in the teams tournament? Kronos, you might be?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I am not, unless someone wants to form a team with me. But don't hold your breath. I don't plan on it.
All right, guys. But what a bracket! Any final thoughts here on today's bracket and maybe how these players will do in Trifecta or any of the other brackets moving forward?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just hoping that all I'm anticipating is that if Shocky and Ferox face each other again, Ferox will do the counter pick.
Yeah, I mean, what I think is Shocky, it's going to be quite a tough one this time around for the Trifecta. I think it's going to be... I hope that we have some interesting matchups here. Maybe Shocky will go down because he's been sweeping every Trifecta just from his strong gameplay in all the modes.
I mean, based off of what we saw in that last Score Attack match, it's not going to be easy for Shocky to defend his title. There's
yeah, but
there's
I mean,
quite a
other
few
players,
contenders.
I do see other players just playing in the other brackets too. Like, I think Zin even playing in Classic as well. And other players like Ferox has been grinding out. And I wonder how the other competitors will do in the Zone Battle Classic one. So, we'll see.
We will see indeed.
All right, guys, I think that should do it for tonight's stream. If you're here on Twitch, we are going to throw a raid somewhere here in a moment. Final shout out, Digital Clips, creator of Tetris Forever. We are going to continue to give away Tetris Forever Steam copies over the next few weekends, so be sure to tune back in if you're looking to nab a free copy of Tetris Forever for you or a friend. And also a big, massive shout out to our presenting sponsor, the Tetris Company. Follow them on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter/X, wherever they are on their socials, and they provided our prize pool for this event. So any of those prizes that our players are nabbing for their hard work, you can thank the Tetris Company. So that should do it for tonight's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you're here on Twitch, stick around. We're going to find someone to raid. But everybody else, see you next weekend for Zone Battle. Bye now.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, see ya.